Firewood for the day.
Cool.
This is a bunch of softwood. I can get about 3 days worth of softwood in about an hour. And I just burn it throughout the day when it's not real cold, you know, as long as it's about 10 degrees or above. I burn this stuff. It's free, it's easy to get, and I just pull a bunch out here and drop it right here as long as, you know, we've had really light fluffy snow so that doesn't get into the wood. All I have to do is the wood and knock it together and all the snow just falls right off, so it's standing dead, dry softwood that I take. Works great.
Hi, I'm Brown here, and this is some more footage on my year in the Tipi. It's actually going to be turning into 2 years. I feel I still have a lot to learn, and I'm enjoying it. So I've made a few changes to make it more pleasant in the Tipi. One of the things is storage. He said put up these shelves here behind me, just hanging them off the Tipi poles. You can see them wiggle probably. But they're secure. They're just hanging off the poles. And that allows me to get a lot of stuff up and out of the way, so I don't have to rummage through quite so much stuff. I also have some more shelves here at the back of the Tipi. And some of you saw the footage before. I had a huge counter type thing right in the middle that took up a lot of space. I decided that I didn't want to go through another winter like that, so I made these shelves back here to store all sorts of things on. And that really opens up a lot of space here, as you can see. Another thing I made here, I got tired of knocking the gun around constantly, so I just barely did this just a few minutes ago, actually. Cut some branches with some forks in them and tied them to the poles and hung my gun in it. Got it up out of the way. That way I won't keep knocking it around all the time. Other changes. I did some work on the door. Last winter there was talk about the door, and I'm going to keep the blanket in front of the door to keep it insulated. I'll show you better on the inside here. Just these cotton ties go through these loops. That was on both the inside and the outside. On the outside, I got real sick of having these things freeze up, get saturated with snow, any kind of damp snow or freezing rain, and just freeze. So when I get home, I have to take off my mittens and gloves and hold on to it and blow in it and all that stuff for a while before they thaw out enough for me to be able to untie my door so I can come inside. It's a real pain in the butt. So what I did instead on the outside was I replaced that with just a wooden toggle. I just simply slide this right through the loop here, and we can probably get some footage of this outside. Slide it right through the loop, and it catches like this, and voila. When I get home, I pull it, and back into the loop it goes. Real simple. You can do it with one hand, which is real nice. Everybody knows, you know, in this day and age, when you're coming and going, you usually have an arm-load of things. This way you can do it all with one hand. So I put 2 of those. There's two ties here. There's one here in the middle of the door, one here at the bottom of the door. That keeps it really secure from the outside. From the inside, I'm going to do the same thing. I'll probably put throw something into the door, probably right about here, and then another loop in here. So that way I can do the toggle thing from the inside as well. Keep the door secure. You can see it starting to pick up. When the wind blows, I only have attachments here at the bottom. So this whole center can basically billow out about that much, which makes it a little difficult to keep things warm in here, as you can imagine. So I'm going to make something to secure the center, sew it right into the door with another loop like this. And I'm going to use toggles instead of the toggles. The toggles are faster, they don't freeze up. I also took out, there's a dowel that went through the center of the door. I wasn't pleased with that. Every time I go to open the door and come in, the door would come back and catch me, and the dowel would catch me, and it was, you know, drop everything that I was carrying, all that. It wasn't handy at all. Also, it tore through, in less than a month, it tore through the sleeve that's in here. And as it worked its way out and started getting icy and things got colder, as I would open and close the door, it made a lovely hole inside my Tipi. So I took this right out, and I'm much pleased without it. I can open the door right up, throw it right back like that, come in and out with firewood, nothing catches me. The dowel is, I'm really pleased with this dog. Okay, so I'll show you what I do when I come in for the night. I tie this down here. Okay, and if it's particularly windy, since I have this toggle, to keep it from flopping, I can just, it's so easy to use that I can just shove the toggle through. Voila, now it's caught from the outside, so the door's not going to flop open as much as it would. Of course, the next step of the project, as I mentioned, is putting in the toggle on the inside. That'll keep it even tighter. And then the blanket goes up. There we are, sealed in until the morning.
Hermetically sealed.
What's that? Hermetically sealed, right. And this makes a huge difference. Just a thin blanket like this, you wouldn't think it makes that much of a difference, but it really, really does. Sometimes when my wood stove gets really cooking in here,